All right. So, Rishi, am I audible? Please confirm.
Yeah, you're very
Yes,
Okay.
loud
sir.
and clear.
Great. Perfect. So, let's begin the show. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us this lovely Saturday morning. My name is
Very
Kanai.
good morning, sir.
Good
Very,
morning, sir.
very good morning. My name is Kanhaiya Jha, and I'm heading the admission and marketing at International College of Financial Planning. It's a part of Bajaj Capital Group. On behalf of ICP, I extend a warm welcome to all of you for this exclusive webinar on postgraduate diploma in financial planning. Your path to a high growth career in finance. Today, we are privileged to have with us Mr. Rishi Narang with a wealth of experience and proven track record in investment research and advisory and academia. Rishi brings over 2 decades of expertise to this table. His academic background includes a master in management studies, a specialization in finance from Mumbai University, and he owns certified financial planner certification from FBSP USA. Thank you so much, Rishi, for taking out your time for this webinar. Now the stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Kanaya, and thank you once again, everybody who's joined in on a Saturday morning. I can certainly understand it's a weekend, but I'm sure you will have some great takeaways from the session today. Without any further delay, I'll just share my presentation and begin the presentation right now, friends. Just a request that after the presentation is over, we will be open for a 10 to 15 minutes Q&A session. But in the meantime, also, if you have any questions, you should just put it in the chat box, and we'll take all of them once the presentation is over. So thank you for bearing with me on this, and let's begin the presentation. Uh, yes. So, just before I begin the presentation, are you guys okay with me only speaking in English, or you wanted to mix of both English and Hindi? Will that work for you? Please बताइए. Hello, are you guys there? So I'm saying English में बोले या फिर mix कर दें, हिंदी English दोनों में कर दें?
Sir, we are okay with the both.
Okay, चलो ठीक है. Thank you so much for that. Okay, so yes. So the presentation is on postgraduate diploma in financial planning, which we call it as PGDFP. Friends, this is India's premier financial services program. So, and why is it so? What all does it has in its store? I will discuss all of that right now. First of all, friends, the banking, financial services, and insurance industry has a lot of opportunities that are opening. Friends, I'm sure many of you must be aware of this global recruitment firm. जिसका नाम है Michael Page. So Michael Page has released a salary guide, basically a kind of a sector-wise report of employment opportunities for the year 2025. And the report very categorically says that similar to the trend that we had in 2024, 2025 for the BFSI industry looks even more promising. That is because of sustained demand for for candidates in the let's say the start of jobs, middle and back office roles. Second is there is expansion happening in the banking industry, right? Third is when you talk about, let's say, investments side ki agar hum baat karte hain, so there are many multiple opportunities coming in wealth management, corporate banking, finance, audit, etc. Insurance again is looking very, very promising. In fact, if you all must be aware of this, that in this recent budget of 2025, the government has even brought in more incentives for the global insurers who have not seen, very keenly India as a market, ki aap aiye, we will welcome you, we will provide you incentives. And that is, this insurance sector is also looking very, very promising at the moment. Our in-house, the Indian NBFCs, Bajaj Finserv, Bajaj Finance, Piramal Capital, these kind of NBFCs are doing really, really great at the moment. And बहुत job opportunities, friends, are coming in these kind of industries and companies as well. But there is one thing which the report says, and I want everybody here to focus on this point, which says precision hiring is what is required. The industry says that we want high impact talent. हमें ऐसा टैलेंट चाहिए जिसको, जो एक स्पेसिफिक रोल के लिए हम उसको अलाइन कर सकें, एंड वी हैव सर्टेन स्किल expectations. Okay, so this is what is the report, which the report says. And why is the report saying so? Why is it that I'm talking about banking here, I'm talking about investment hiring, I'm talking about insurance, NBFCs, and all of this? Because we are right now in an economic boom. इंडिया आज की डेट में एक बहुत बड़ी इकोनॉमी है. टुडे वी आर द फिफ्थ लार्जेस्ट इकोनॉमी, राइट? वी आर सपोज्ड टू बिकम द फोर्थ लार्जेस्ट, लेट्स से, बाय 2026, राइट? एंड द सेम थिंग यू विल सी. व्हाट अबाउट द इंडियन म्यूचुअल फंड इंडस्ट्री? आज की डेट में इंडियन म्यूचुअल फंड इंडस्ट्री इज रफली, जो एसेट अंडर मैनेजमेंट है, विच मीन्स कि कितना पैसा ये मैनेज कर रही है, only and only the mutual fund industry is roughly around, I would say, 68-69 lakh crores. And the expectation is that by 2030, this will be roughly the total money that the mutual fund industry of India is going to manage is roughly around going to be 90 lakhs, or maybe more than that, even more than that. Our forex reserves today are really booming because everybody wants to come and sees India as an opportunity. And what does all of this lead to? This leads to that people are getting more rich. When people are getting more rich, that's why the UBS Global Wealth Report of 2024 says that India may millionaires are rising. When I say millionaires, it's not in INR. It is minimum $1 million, which is roughly around a net worth. कितना हो गया? Roughly 8 करोड़ के आसपास, 8 से 9 करोड़ के आसपास. So the millionaires in India are rising. And they're expecting it to grow by 22% up to 2028. Right? So that's why Michael Page says it's a big boost in the BFSI industry because of these economic factors. Okay, but everything looks very, very good? No. The great divide. Now, what is this great divide, friends? That what the industry needs is very, very different today than what the academia provides. When I say academia का meaning होता है universities, colleges. So in industry को कुछ और. Divya, can you just please, I would request कि आप please इसको please ये lines ना करिए. Sudhir, can you just monitor this, please?
Sure, sir.
Yeah.
Just give me a second.
Sure. Just give me 1 second. I will have to restart my presentation because I think this is going to continue. Just give me 1 second, guys.
Okay, sir.
Right. Okay. So this is what I was mentioning in my last point, is that there's a great divide. Industry को एक certain requirement है. They say that we need practical skills. We need hands-on experience. We need people to come with project experience. We want people to have industry relevant certifications. But what does the current education system provide? It provides theory heavy. concepts सिखा देते हैं, लेकिन practical applicability, how will it be used in the industry, is not taught. Curriculums are outdated. We have to understand this point, friends, that there was a time when one curriculum used to continue for years and years and years, and it's a very long process. आपको एक इस curriculum को update करना in universities and all of things, right? आज भी ऐसा ही है. But point here, because the world has become so dynamic, India is right now almost kind of an epicenter of the financial world. So things are developing so fast that the curriculum is lagging in terms of what the industry, because industry is moving very, very fast. It's a competitive environment. Industry has to run. But the academia is just walking slowly. So theory heavy learning, outdated curriculum है, limited industry exposure in internships है, internships होते ही नहीं है या बहुत कम होते हैं, right? And then that's why you will find so many people who have beautiful degrees, but they have very limited employability skills. Yes. So then, friends, I introduce to you the International College of Financial Planning. Friends, ICOFP is the learning vertical of Bajaj Capital Group. I'm sure you all are aware of Bajaj Capital. This is one of the leading financial services firms and has been in the system for more than 60 years now, right? ICFE is a premier education college in India. It offers specialized programs, curated, specialized, industry-aligned programs like the PGDFP, IDWM, RFPA, which is almost all these programs have been designed keeping in mind what is the requirement of the industry. And the focus, the mission and vision of ICFP is to create future financial leaders. I introduce to you, friends, the Post Graduate Diploma in Financial Planning. Friends, this is a course that ICOFP has been running since more than 20 years now. Successfully trained over 2,800 students. Friends, we have recently upgraded this. We keep on upgrading the curriculum. And today I'm presenting to you the latest program that we have of the PGDFP. So as I was mentioning, more than 20 years, successfully trained and placed more than 2,800 students. Friends, this is a program, the curriculum that we have designed is going to enable students to get 10 plus certifications within one program. खाली ये नहीं है कि हम आपको पढ़ाएंगे, हम आपको entrepreneurship की training भी देंगे. We have included 35 hours of entrepreneurship training. I'll give you details about it. How does it really align? But idea ye hai that we are going to enable the candidates. We are going to open doors for them. That you want to work in the BFSI industry, you are ready. And if you want to start your own venture, you have the tricks, you have the skills, you are ready for that as well. So it opens multiple opportunities. It's not like that I'm only we are making you capable enough that you have to be dependent upon the BFSI industry. No, you can start your own venture. And these days it's very much in trend that why not I should start something of my own. Friends, we have also designed the PGDFP program, keeping in mind the fast pace. We want quick returns. So this program, friends, is basically designed on a hybrid mode in terms that a candidate will have to study 3 months online, and then for the next 8 months, he will be with us in our campus, ICFP campus. So total, more or less, friends, in 1 year, you will be a successful person in terms that you will have all the skill sets which the BFSI industry requires, and you would be one of the top tier choices from the industry side. Let me go to the next slide now. What is the value proposition of this course? सबसे first point, friends, it's an industry aligned curriculum. We have sent our curriculum when we were upgrading the PGDFP curriculum. Friends, we've sent it to so many CEOs we've sent. in the BFSI. We've requested their feedback on it. Based on the feedback where we've thought that yes, certain things have to be added, we have refined the curriculum. Right? Friends, आपको जो यहाँ पे हम पढ़ाएंगे उससे you can certainly also pursue the CFP certification, which is the gold standard in financial advisory, personal finance, right? Then friends, you will also get enabled, or you will get 8 NISM certifications, which will cover, and I will give you details about कि ये सब कुछ cover करते हैं जो आज की requirement है. हम requirement को match करने के लिए program को design किया हमने. Then friends, as I was mentioning, entrepreneurship, idea about that, 35 hours. We're not only restricting to finance. We are trying to bring in the new age trends, data analytics, how data analytics works in wealth management with generative AI. Why only restrict to that? Why not blockchain? Understanding the blockchain, understanding how does the digital asset world works. Because then only, friends, when you have these new age trends, then only you will have the thought process of, a futuristic thought process. जब आप industry में जाएंगे, आप अपने points बताएंगे, when you're going to share that, it's going to be very, very dynamic that we are looking at a candidate who thinks future, not what is there today, or unlike other programs where you are talking about history, पुरानी चीजें नहीं, हम आज की बात कर रहे हैं, हम future की बात कर रहे हैं. Friends, we are also going to teach you on behavioral finance, the newest investor psychology, because how does the investor behave? We need to know that. That brings in more business. Neuro-linguistic programming to really get to, to become the right fitment, to really, so that you are able to make great impact to clients. And as I was mentioning, capstone projects, case discussions. So we want to keep it this way, that the person is not only doing conceptuals, but he's actually practicing. In fact, in the entrepreneurship module, you will have to do a pitch delivery as the final project in front of an audience, in front of people who are serious seasoned entrepreneurs. So we are trying to align the program with what the industry wants. Now I'm just trying to, friends, compare here in this slide, how does PGDFP stand versus a generalized MBA? So now you have to decide whether you want to go for a specialization or do you want to go for the generalization. Friends, the duration, as I said, we've kept it crisp. We've kept it 1 year fast track. We're not, so it will have 2 semesters, unlike an MBA, which is for typical MBA for 2 years. Our program is specialized. It is it is designed for a particular reason, to provide the right aligned candidate to the BFSI industry. Unlike an MBA, friends, which is a generic management. Friends, I am also an MBA. I did it long back, MBA finance. Right? But the thing is, despite it being finance, I was taught so many things about operational management, a lot of other soft skills, not soft, but a lot of other things of, let's say, modules on things which I never required in my life. And that actually, I also faced a disalignment when I went for my first job. They had a different expectation because of my degree, but I had slightly different skill sets. So that is a problem which is lingering for so many years, and it has become bigger because now the things are becoming more quicker, more fast-paced. And that's what, as I said, we are trying to align. Certifications, friends. 10 plus national and international certifications like CFP, NISM, JNT, we have all of that with us. Placement, friends. 100% placement assurance is what we are saying today. We are committing on that. Entrepreneurship, I've already mentioned. We are providing a 35-hour module on entrepreneurship, and I'll give you details in another slide. But in the case of an MBA, you have to either pursue entrepreneurship MBA, otherwise you don't really get it. And what about placements? Friends, this is a big, big problem today. An average MBA, friends, you spend around 10 lakhs, 15 lakh rupees. But are the jobs available? कि जो आपने investment किया, are you getting it? How many years does it take? It takes longer these days to get it out. 70% of the people are not even placeable. So the earning potential that we are offering today is that minimum that, and we've taken this feedback from the industry that, okay, fine, if we give you these candidates, what are you going to offer them today? They say minimum to minimum 5 to 6 lakhs. And it can even be 8 lakhs, 9 lakhs, depending upon how capable a person is and what kind of, and how has he learned over this duration of working. So it's a great prospect, and I've just tried to provide you help. Now, friends, coming to the curriculum. Friends, we've divided the curriculum in 5 major buckets. The core learning is basically we will train you on the foundation of financial planning, financial expertise, which is time value of money, investment planning, tax planning, estate planning, retirement. How do you do retirement planning? Because people will come to you tomorrow. If you are in the BFSI, you need to know all these tricks, right? How do you really create a financial plan, right? And if you see the last point, it says integrated financial planning case study. So we will provide you huge amount of exposure to case studies based learning, because that will only bring in the practical aspect. We understand that concepts do not work in the industry. They want people to be productive almost on the day that they join. As I was mentioning, friends, we have also added emerging trends, behavioral finance, data analytics, blockchain, cryptos, sustainable finance. ESG finance, friends, is again a future. The industry will require so many ESG analysts. That's the prediction. So we will also impart you training on that. Technical analysis. So you will have training on both fundamental and technical analysis. If people really feel that they are good, they really like this part, they can become great technical analysts with leading brokerage firms in India. Friends, this is a slide that is actually discussing and elaborating on the 11 certifications that can come along with the PGDFP program. Friends, if you notice here, I've kept few of these as bold. So why are they bold is because, yes, a successful candidate is going to be awarded with a PG diploma in financial planning by JNTE. We will also provide an advanced diploma in financial planning and entrepreneurship. Along with this, friends, we are keeping 3 NISM modules as mandatory, because we know this is the minimum that is going to help you easily get placed. So one of them is the NISM 5A, which is mutual fund distributors module. Then, friends, investment advisor level 1, which is NISM 10A, and then investment advisor level 2, which is NISM 10B. So these 5, friends, is something that is coming to you. But we are going to train you on we are going to train you on many more things. We are going to train you on the entire CFP curriculum. We are going to train you on, equity and currency derivatives, alternative investment funds पे भी हम आपको train करेंगे, category 1 and 2 distributors examination, which is NISM 19A पे train करेंगे, हम आपको PMS distributors पे train करेंगे, and of course the research analyst certification examination. So friends, we are not leaving anything that the industry requires. We are including everything in the curriculum because we want the candidates to be all-rounders. All-rounders. So it's not only about learning and earning. You should also have skills on business development, relationship management. So as I was mentioning about neuro-linguistic programming, client psychology, personality development, and because personality is again one of the key aspects. If you have a great personality, you have a great demeanor, you are the top-notch people required in companies. Client handling, trust building. So we're going to give you trainings on a lot of soft skills, because this is one area, one profession where you need both the hard, which is the technical skills, and the soft skills for client management, relationship mining, understanding what the client wants. Client psychology is again very, very. Now coming to, friends, one of the biggest USPs of this program, which is the entrepreneurship module. Friends, just have everybody please focus on what we are going to cover, and it is coming now. From vision to venture, we will provide you the entire roadmap. we'll our 35-hour module incorporates how do you identify market gaps in the financial domain? How do you really craft a business model? You will have the teachers, the mentors are going to really guide you on how do you really successfully make a business model. Then smart funding strategies, whether you should go for funding, what is the right moment of going for funding, because I've seen in my own experience a lot of people really rush to get funding, which at times backfires on them. Then what is the go-to-market strategy? And then finally about scaling and sustainability. See friends, देखिए ideas तो बहुत आते हैं. Ideas is something which everybody of us gets. But the process from idea to execution is the entire journey. And this is going to be taught here. In fact, if I would just like to mention, friends, the faculty that we are going to bring in here for this is going to be someone who is a seasoned entrepreneur himself, who has built businesses, scaled businesses, right? Either from an IIM or an equivalent business school. So you will get exposure, hands-on exposure to someone who has done this, who has built it, who has been successful. That's the kind of exposure that we're trying to bring. And I would now like to also mention, friends, जो ICFP का vision है from bringing in the entrepreneurship angle here. See, friends, we have noticed that these days when somebody works in organizations, in fact, friends, just to let you know, I take a lot of interviews. ठीक है? मैं बजाज कैपिटल हमारे पेरेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के लिए भी इंटरव्यूज लेता हूं, एंड फॉर अदर aspects also I take interviews. So what I am clearly able to understand, and that is again a kind of a message that comes across, is we also have to distinguish people in two buckets. One is someone who's looking at a job. He might be very great in terms of skill sets. I'm hiring him, but he's looking at it only from a job perspective on what am I supposed to do today. But at times, friends, you also come to meet people who are visionaries. And how does that visionary content comes in? It comes in only when they have an exposure. They, kind of a business ka exposure hai, ya fir ek business mindset वैसा है. This is what we are trying to inculcate here, because when successful candidates, when you guys are going to get successful and when you will go to companies, I want to bring in something, and I'm sure they will understand this, that that this person looks at his job as a business in terms of, he could be one who could be a future vertical head, someone who understands the dynamics of it, someone who understands how does business come in, what is the profitability, is my vertical right now profitable, what are we supposed to do, how are we supposed to scale it up, right? So we are trying to bring an entrepreneurship basically within the system, within the PFSI industry. So this is the vision that we have, and I thought I'll spend a couple of minutes to explain you this. Let me go to the next slide now. Career opportunities. Financial planner, wealth manager, investment advisor, risk analyst, portfolio manager, private banker, retirement planner, tax consultant, financial entrepreneur, technical derivative analyst. Just look at the kind of career opportunities that come in. And these are only, I haven't given you the complete set. I've just tried to bring in the top 10 here. Okay. Friends, these are our placement partners. We have Bajaj Capital, our parent, as one of the biggest placement partners. We have HDFC Asset Management, Mirai Asset, Nippon India, Ameriprise Financial, Edelweiss, and now they're Wealtham 361 as well. So these are few placement partners that I'm just highlighting here. Friends, just have a look at the faculties that ICFP, and we are so proud to have such great faculties with us. Friends, Professor Madhu Sinha is the Dean of ICFP, former Director of PSB. She is again a CIIB, PGDFP, CIWM from Switzerland. Dr. Vinod Kumar, a very well-known name in Delhi University, has more than 37 years of teaching experience. He's heading the management department of a leading B school in India today. Professor Vinod Kaul. I am Ahmedabad graduate, St. Stephen's, 35 years of experience in marketing and entrepreneurship mentoring. These are people who have really done it. Ashok Jain. Professor Ashok Jain has more than 40 years of experience, and he is one of India's leading faculty for technical analysis, friends. Shivangi Mittal, a very great young chartered accountant and strong experience in international taxation. Ritesh Chandra, BTech IIT Kanpur, IIM Calcutta, seasoned banker and more than a decade's experience in teaching. One second. Yeah, I'm again seeing some kind of Sudhir, can you just look at this? I think again seeing something come from Divya's end. Can you please look into this? It's not, why is Divya again and again doing the same thing? And it just disturbs the momentum.
Okay, sir.
हाँ जी प्लीज. तो पॉइंट ये आ रहा है फ्रेंड्स, अगर आप इस स्लाइड में आप देखते हैं, हमारी फैकल्टीज, हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं, हम लोग टॉप फैकल्टीज लेके आ रहे हैं जिन्होंने आईएम्स में पढ़ा है, जो पढ़ाते हैं और लीडिंग कॉलेजेस ऑफ इंडिया में पढ़ाते हैं. सो वी आर ट्राइंग टू अलाइन. अगर आप आईएम नहीं जा पाए, आपके लिए हम आईएम प्रोफेसर्स ले आए, बहुत बड़ी बात है, राइट? नेक्स्ट स्लाइड पे जाते हैं फ्रेंड्स. अब हम आते हैं फ्रेंड्स प्रोग्राम एलिजिबिलिटी पे. वी हैव नॉट रिस्ट्रिक्टेड कि आपकी कोई स्पेसिफिक हमारी रिक्वायरमेंट है. हमारी रिक्वायरमेंट है a bachelor's degree with 50% marks, and even final year students जो है ना, वो भी अप्लाई कर सकते हैं, but of course we will require the proof of graduation before joining. So हमने कोई constraint नहीं रखा है in terms of subject or stream. We are very open to take people from multidisciplinary routes. कोई challenge नहीं है. सिलेक्शन प्रोसेस फ्रेंड्स क्या है हमारा? इट्स अ 2 स्टेज प्रोसेस. सो फ्रेंड्स, सबसे फर्स्ट स्टेज है ICOFP एप्टीट्यूड टेस्ट. सो फ्रेंड्स, दिस 90 मिनट्स टेस्ट जो हम आपसे लेंगे, ये टेस्ट में हम क्या क्या चीजें चेक करेंगे? हाँ, हम क्या क्या चीजें चेक करेंगे? हम चेक करेंगे आपके हम क्या इवेल्युएट करेंगे कैंडिडेट से? इंग्लिश कॉम्प्रिहेंशन, क्वांटिटेटिव एप्टीट्यूड, रीजनिंग एबिलिटी कैसी है, प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग रीजनिंग एबिलिटी कैसी है, केस स्टडी रीडिंग एंड आंसरिंग ऑन दैट, एंड अ लिटिल बिट ऑफ जीके जनरल नॉलेज इज व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू टेस्ट इन स्टेज 1. ठीक है? स्टेज 1 कंप्लीट होने के बाद में फिर आता है फ्रेंड्स पर्सनल इंटरव्यू. अब ये पर्सनल इंटरव्यू राउंड जो है फ्रेंड्स, ये 15 to 20 मिनट्स का राउंड होता है. यहाँ पे हम क्या चेक करते हैं? हम यहाँ सबसे पहले कैंडिडेट की पर्सनैलिटी देखते हैं, कैंडिडेट का एटीट्यूड देखते हैं. इज ही समवन हु कैन बी ट्रेन, जिसको हम ट्रेन कर सकते हैं? क्या वो बात सुनता है? सो पर्सनैलिटी, एटीट्यूड. देन हम फिर करियर फिटमेंट देखते हैं कि इज ही अलाइंड विद व्हाट इज आवर ऑब्जेक्टिव. ठीक है? अच्छा, देन हम उसकी प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग एबिलिटी देखते हैं. वील ट्राई टू गिव इन सम केस कि भैया ऐसा हुआ है, क्या आप कुछ एडवाइस कर सकते हैं? सो वी वांट टू सी कि पर्सन की ओपिनियन है पॉइंट्स के ऊपर, एंड हम उनका जो बैकग्राउंड है वो थोड़ा सा चेक करते हैं. सो वंस अ पर्सन इज सक्सेसफुल इन बोथ स्टेज 1 स्टेज 2, सो वी गो टू द नेक्स्ट प्रोसेस. मैं यहाँ पे एक पॉइंट बताना चाहूंगा कि पीपल हु हैव ऑलरेडी गिवन और टेकन एन एग्जामिनेशन ऑफ कैट और मैट, अगर उन्होंने वो दोनों एग्जाम्स में से कोई भी लिया है, तो उनको फिर हम एप्टीट्यूड टेस्ट नहीं लेंगे, हम उनका सीधा स्कोर के बेसिस पे इवेल्युएट करेंगे. ठीक है? सो वंस जब हमारा सिलेक्शन क्राइटेरिया इज गोइंग टू, पूरा हमने टेस्ट कर लिया, आपको दोनों स्टेजेस में हमने आपका वर्क एक्सपीरियंस कोई है वो देख लिया, एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर देख लिया, परफॉर्मेंसेस देख ली, वी विल फाइनलाइज द सिलेक्शन, and your seat is then confirmed. फ्रेंड्स, दिस इज, मैं आपको इस स्लाइड में दिखाना चाहता था, पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट डिप्लोमा इन फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग का जो सर्टिफिकेट JNTE गवर्नमेंट ऑफ दिल्ली से आता है, वो कैसा लगता है। सो वो इस तरह का सर्टिफिकेट है फ्रेंड्स, जो हम अपने सक्सेसफुल कैंडिडेट्स को देते हैं। अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट, आई मेंशन कि बहुत सारे और सर्टिफिकेट्स हैं, बट दिस इज वन ऑफ देम। सो आई थॉट लेट मी जस्ट शो यू दिस। सो फ्रेंड्स, नाउ लेट्स डिस्कस द फी. Friends, the registration fee of this program is rupees 500, which means कि once you register, then we will start the evaluation process in terms of the stage 1 and stage 2. Program fee जो है friends, जो हमने बहुत decide करके that we have thought of is 3,50,000. And this is, as I mentioned, it's a 1 year program. जिसमें 3 months is online and 8 months is physical presence in the ICOFP campus. The payment options, friends, for this program you can certainly avail financing options from our NBFC partners, जिसमें आप लोन करा सकते हैं 12 या 24 महीने का। ठीक है फ्रेंड्स, यहां पे एक पॉइंट मैं हाईलाइट करना चाहता हूं, दैट आप प्रोग्राम फी देखिए, which is it's one of the most competitive fees जो हमने रखी। एंड व्हाट इज द ROI? द ROI, रिटर्न ऑन इन्वेस्टमेंट, अगर आप देखेंगे, वो मोर देन 150% होने वाली, क्योंकि मैंने पहले ही आपको बताया कि हम मिनिमम 5 to 6 लाख की प्लेसमेंट एश्योरेंस देंगे। एंड जस्ट कंपेयर, जो मैंने पहले पॉइंट उठाया था कि आप 10, 12, 15 लाख रुपए का MBA करते हैं, उसके बाद में अगर आपकी जॉब 3 लाख, 4 लाख, 5 लाख, 6 लाख, 7 की लगती है, तो आपका ROI उतना नहीं है जितना कि हम ऑफर कर। एंड ऑफ कोर्स डेफिनेटली अगर आप एक प्रोग्राम ज्वाइन करेंगे, तो डेफिनेटली आप उसमें देखेंगे, क्योंकि मैंने भी जब अपना MBA किया था, तो मैंने भी ROI देखा था कि मेरा इतना फीस लग रहा है, मेरी पैकेज कितनी की लगने वाली है। दैट्स वेरी वेरी फाइन. So we have aligned it, designed it, kept it this way that we want to make it one of the most competitive program in the industry. We want to change the way the industry thinks. How does the academia thinks? ठीक है friends, this slide highlights some of our alumni success stories. In fact, just to let you know, few of our alumni, no, many of our alumni actually are now recruiting from us. So on the top left, friends, Mr. Rajat Sharma, he was from the 2016 batch. He is right now the regional head of Nippon India Mutual Fund, and he is an active recruiter with ICFP for the PGDFP program. So what is the call to action? The call to action is that yes, you should decide judiciously. आपको बहुत अच्छी तरह से सोचना होगा अपने करियर के बारे में, अपने फ्यूचर के बारे में, that you should, आपको ज्वाइन करना चाहिए ICOFP का PGDFP प्रोग्राम, बिकॉज ये फ्यूचर रेडी करेगा आपको. I was mentioning this thing, we are not looking at an old program, we are looking at something in the future. We are trying to give that entrepreneurship mindset up. 35 hours में friends बहुत चेंज आ जाता है माइंडसेट, राइट. एक विजन ओपन करने का भी जो हमारी इंटेंशन है, वो हम इस प्रोग्राम के थ्रू आपको करवाएंगे. एडमिशंस ओपन है. यू वांट अ करियर, यू शुड ज्वाइन द PGDFP प्रोग्राम, राइट. सो फ्रेंड्स, our contact numbers is 9711 450 520. So you can call on this number. You can get all kind of support that you require in terms of more details on the program, when the admission process, how do you register, and how does the process begin. So all those details is something that you will, when is the first batch with the upgraded curriculum starting. So सारी डिटेल्स के बारे में आप 9711 450 520 पे कॉल कर सकते हैं. I am done with my presentation, friends, and now we can certainly take up your questions. Yes, please feel free to ask me your questions.
So what is the marks eligibility for CAT and MAT? So your speaker is mute.
Nay, what we do is, thank you for the question first. What we do is we try to, क्या कहते हैं, हम एक blended weighted average score निकालते हैं based on your CAT or MAT score and the interview score. तो एक हमने ऐसा नहीं, हम सीधा आपका स्कोर नहीं लेंगे, हम वहां पे आपके स्कोर को ब्लेंड करके एक वेटेड एवरेज निकालते हैं, जिसके बेसिस पे हम कहते हैं कि हमारी रिक्वायरमेंट है कि हमारे ब्लेंड स्कोर में आपका 50% से ऊपर आना चाहिए। अगर आया तो आप सक्सेसफुल है, देन वी विल बिगिन द फर्दर प्रोसेस दैट यू आर सिलेक्टेड। तो ये चीज है, वो आप स्कोर देंगे, हम उसको अपने ब्लेंडेड वेटेड स्कोर करके करते हैं।
Thank you, sir. So is it only for work-ex or freshers are also allowed in this course?
Freshers are definitely allowed, ma'am. Because मैं अगर आपको when I talked about all of this, right? It is see, this is the course. So we are going to train you on NISM certifications. We are going to train you on the CFP curriculum. We are going to train you on all the new things. So definitely freshers के लिए तो this is one of the most premium programs, if you ask.
Okay, sir. So what is the process? Would you be giving us link, coupon code like this? I mean, how would it just go?
नहीं, sorry, can you repeat your question in terms of coupon code for what?
Like, so many of the colleges provide us with coupon code which reduces application fee. So, sir, you
Okay.
haven't told us application fee and what you would be providing us the link or what?
The see registration fee is rupees 500, right?
This is application
Uh,
fee.
yes. Sudhir, can you answer this question, please?
Sure, sir. Uh, the registration fees is going to be 500 rupees, and the total program fees is going to be 3.5 lakh. Okay,
No,
and that's what
Sudhir, she's asking about how do you give us the link for the registration fee?
I'll personally answer the question to the Vikas, and I'll just share all the details to him. So I'm saying I'll do share all the details to Vikas, the concerned person. So like he'll just forward all the details to the rest of his team.
Divya, did you get your answer, please? Divya, did you get your answer?
कोशिश कर
Sudhir, can you just mute, please? Hi, Divya. Did you get your answer? आपको answer मिल गया? Sudhir said that he is going to forward it to, I think, someone named as Vikas.
Yes, sir. We'll ask her then.
Okay, sure. Thank you. Any further questions, please?
No, sir.
अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिव्या, एनीबडी एल्स हैज एनी क्वेश्चंस? किसी और का कोई सवाल है, कोई क्वेश्चन है? दिव्या ने तो बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस पूछ लिए, थैंक यू फॉर दैट। सुधीर, हाय सुधीर।
Yes, sir.
So I don't see any further questions coming in. So uh, there's
Neha
some
is
in
asking, sir,
chat.
one question, sir.
हाँ, स्नेहा is
Practical
also asking one.
projects.
हाँ, अभी
Yeah.
आया क्वेश्चन। प्रैक्टिकल प्रोजेक्ट्स इंटर्नशिप्स है सर, या फिर थ्योरेटिकल होगा? प्रैक्टिकल प्रोजेक्ट्स स्नेहा बहुत सारे हैं। अगर मैं आपको करिकुलम दिखाता हूँ, आप प्लीज करिकुलम देखिए। अ, ये एडवांस फाइनेंशियल प्लान कंस्ट्रक्शन इज अ प्रैक्टिकल प्रोजेक्ट। Integrated financial planning case study is a project. When you talk about, let's say, entrepreneurship में यहाँ पे फाइनल स्टेज पे आके यू विल हैव टू सबमिट एक एक पिच आपको करना पड़ेगा, प्रैक्टिकल है। अच्छा, इसमें एक और चीज है, यहाँ पे ही एक वेल्थ मैनेजमेंट प्रोजेक्ट आएगा जिसमें आपको एक 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 प्रोजेक्ट रिपोर्ट बना के सबमिट करनी है। सो बहुत सारे प्रोजेक्ट्स हैं जो हमने इसमें इंक्लूड करे। और इनफैक्ट जस्ट टू लेट यू नो, जो हमारा ये एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप का मॉड्यूल है 35 आवर्स का, इसमें प्रैक्टिकल एक्सपोजर की बातें ज्यादा होनी है। हम ये नहीं आपको बताएंगे कि एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप होती क्या नहीं, वो उससे कोई मतलब नहीं है। यहाँ पे है, मैंने जैसे आपको बताया कि इंडस्ट्री में या प्रैक्टिकल में कैसे होता है, आप मार्केट गैप आइडेंटिफाई कैसे करते हैं, उसमें आप क्या क्या स्ट्रैटेजीज यूज करते हैं, आप बिजनेस मॉडल कैसे बनाते हैं, फंडिंग कैसे समझते हैं कि कब फंडिंग चाहिए, कब नहीं चाहिए, कितनी फंडिंग चाहिए, एंड आपकी एग्जीक्यूशन स्ट्रैटेजी क्या होती है, स्केल अप कैसे करते हैं, सस्टेन कैसे करते हैं। तो ये पूरा का पूरा मतलब बहुत सारी चीजें इस करिकुलम में है स्नेहा, जो प्रैक्टिकल है। हमने इसको थ्योरेटिकल तो बहुत ही मतलब हमने इसको बनाया ही इसी तरीके से। कॉलेज से मिलेगी फॉर इंटर्नशिप्स, इट विल हैव वर्कशॉप्स, इट विल हैव इंडस्ट्रियल विजिट्स, ये सब कुछ होगा। मैंने तो मतलब दिस इज द प्रेजेंटेशन, सो आई कैन रियली गो इनटू दैट मच डिटेल, बट व्हाट वी हैव प्लान्ड, बट यस, यू हैव वर्कशॉप्स, यू हैव विजिट्स, एंड एज आई मेंशन्ड कि क्या कहते हैं आपको कि जो हमने प्लेसमेंट पार्टनर्स भी दिखाए हैं, सो डेफिनेटली दे आर गोइंग टू गिव यू इंटर्नशिप्स एज वेल एज प्लेसमेंट्स। हाँ तो स्नेहा, I think I've already answered. Can you hear me? Sneha, I think I already answered the question. I said in both the cases, when you talk about internships, we have our placement partners who provide both placement and internship. So वो दोनों चीजें provide करते हैं. या नहीं, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. मैंने वही चीज बता दी कि देखो, प्लेसमेंट्स जाओ नहीं, इंटर्नशिप वहीं करो तो बेटर है ना, वहीं अलाइन रहेगा, राइट? क्योंकि इंटर्नशिप्स में ही एट टाइम्स स्नेहा जो कॉर्पोरेट्स होते हैं ना, वो प्लान बना लेते हैं. उनको सेंस हो जाता है कि हाँ, द पर्सन डिड आई मीन एक्सीडिंगली वेल इन द इंटर्नशिप्स, हम इनको पीपीओ भी दे सकते हैं, रिप्लेसमेंट ऑफर. थैंक यू स्नेहा, थैंक यू. You need any further questions from the guests?
So I don't think so. There are certain further questions. If in case someone have certain doubts, please do let us know.
Yes, so you can even call up 9711 450 520, and Sudhir and his team can certainly answer all your questions. Okay. So I think Sudhir, it's time. Let us wrap it up. So thank you, friends, so much for joining today, and I hope आपको ICFP का जो PGDFP प्रोग्राम है उसके बारे में कुछ डेफिनेटली टेक अवेज होंगे. And you would have understood the program, why we feel we have tried to bring in something, you know, exactly that is required by the industry, because हम हमारा जो learning vertical है वो Bajaj Capital का part है. So the kind of communication that we have from the industry is excellent. So and this program has been designed keeping all those parameters. It is also not very expensive. ROI, as I mentioned, it is more than 150% as we see it today. And you should take the best decision if you want to really make a career, not a job. आपने एक career बनाना है BFSI, banking, financial services, insurance industry. ठीक है? So thanks a lot everyone for joining in today morning, and time to wrap. Thank you. Thank you, Simran, and everybody else. Thank you. All the best. Bye.